My name is Tyler Skidge, and this is Intangible Adventures Podcast, a meditation and exploration into trade crafts and the people, philosophies, and perceptions behind them. The NFL is arguably the most popular sport in America today. During those spring and summer months, they drag on. Everyone is drooling for football to return to them. Sundays and Mondays are locked in for millions globally to soak up these gridiron battles. We see it just about everywhere. Fantasy football, Twitter, NFL Sunday Ticket, FanDuel, DraftKings, Red Zone, gambling, your local TV networks. You can watch games on your tablets, your smartphones, and even your gaming consoles. I've noticed, in my opinion, we see and hear more and more from these players more than ever before. Millions of dollars attached to a specific player runs across the bottom line of ESPN on your TV. That's outrageous. It's a lot of money. It's almost stupid. Your team is 1-9 with no future in sight. You decide to go to your social media. You're feeling big. You attack a rookie safety who gives up a touchdown in that NFC Championship game that sent your beloved team home. Well, guess what? That free safety, he's making $400K. And after Uncle Sam gets his, about $200K. In fact, in NFL locker rooms today, less than 10% of the locker room is making that big money we see flashing all over that bottom line. Now let's get one thing straight. The NFL is not all fame and glory. You're going to endure a lot of things, many things, in your journey to and through the NFL. Mental frustration. You're forced to have a short-term memory. The rigorous training. You're hated. You're loved. You're judged. You're constantly in the spotlight. The wins. The losses. Injuries. Rehabs. Surgeries. It seems you're always looking over your shoulder for that next man up if you decide to come up limping in a game. The average time played in an NFL football game today is estimated at about 9 to 12 minutes. Think about that for a second. That's roughly 3 to 5 seconds of play. Now look at a player after an NFL game. Doesn't matter what position. They look torn, beaten, bruised, scarred, sometimes bloody. Our guest today has experienced this rigorous journey. We introduced to you former second-round pick of the New England Patriots in 2003, a man who helped lead the Bill Belichick and Tom Brady era to back-to-back Super Bowls in 2004 and 2005. Please put your hands together and let's give a warm welcome to our friend and former free safety, Eugene Wilson.
Eugene, thanks for joining us today, man.
Eugene Wilson is in the house.
Eugene Wilson is definitely
And may
in the
I
house.
say the new lab.
Yeah, the new lab.
This is the first recording in the new lab.
This is absolutely, yeah. And it's, I love it.
What do you think, Eugene? You
I like it, man. I like it.
It's kind of, yeah, it's a little eclectic, but we get down.
Different digs.
It's better than most radio stations.
Yeah. Have you been on a couple?
Oh, yeah.
Interviews. Yeah.
Sure.
Have you been on ESPN? Have they brought you on?
Oh, plenty of times.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't do a lot of radio or a lot of TV because nowadays everybody's trying to catch you on something.
Do you have social media?
Not really.
No. You know, what do you have? Twitter? Do you have Twitter?
Nope.
No Twitter.
You think?
No Twitter.
So you think, just to go back to that comment.
I have it. Well, let me just correct myself. I have it, but I'm never on it.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
just put it like that.
So you feel like a lot of these things are meant to like expose, like when people ask you on for an interview, like they're trying to trip you up.
I just think that in today's society, it's become people are bringing stuff from when you, like when I played, there was not really social media.
No, there wasn't.
Right. So, like the things I did in my past, you don't want somebody to bring out.
Yeah, they'll
right,
and people will find it. They'll dig it up.
No, people will. I mean, anything.
Something you
tweeted
tweeted when you were 19,
Yeah.
and now you're 26 in the NFL.
Yeah.
Somebody will find it.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "That was racist, dude.
Yeah.
What you said was offensive," and they'll expose
Well,
it.
I mean, as football players or any athlete, you know you've done some things in your life that
Yeah,
that you don't want to come back.
Yeah, you don't really want to bring that
and
back
I'm
up.
sure I've done a lot of things in my life I don't want to come back. So, yeah, I just try to stay off that stuff.
Sure.
Sure. So where are you from?
From Maryville, Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah. So Maryville.
That's
is
northwest, right?
It's northwest Indiana. Most people know it better. Like I'm like 6 miles away from Gary.
Gary,
Gary's
Indiana,
where Michael Jackson's from. So
Yep.
that's how everybody knows it. So it was the murder capital of the world. A small little town.
Whoa.
But Maryville was a lot different. So just in my school, man, I was one of 5 black people when I was in my school. My graduating class was like over 1,000 people. So
And you were one of 5 African Americans.
Yeah.
Holy
so
shit!
It was a little different,
Right.
But it's the town and the city that I grew up in. So played football, basketball out there.
Right. Did you excel at football at an early age? Were you
Man, I was better at basketball.
really?
Yeah, if I would have got a scholarship for basketball.
Did you get
I
recruited to play
almost-
basketball?
I kind of did.
Right.
It wasn't by the schools that I really wanted
Right.
to go to.
So you decided to take the football route.
Yeah, I played quarterback, and then I played safety for my high school football team. So, and that's usually odd, you know.
Yeah.
when you're
To be honest, it's usually like receiver safety,
Yeah.
or running back safety, not
Yeah.
quarterback. That's
Yeah,
a lot
quarterback
of
safety.
That's a lot of pressure on both sides of the ball.
oh yeah.
Did you
sure.
always think that you were going to have a shot at being playing pro ball?
I thought I was going to play in the NBA.
That was your goal
Damn,
when you were a
dude.
kid. You were
I was
like,
probably one of the best, not to toot my own horn, but I was probably one of the best shooting guards in the state of Indiana. at
and that's
the point
saying
in
a
time.
lot, dude. Because here, let me tell you
Yeah.
something about Indiana.
Yeah.
Indiana's known.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
the Hoosiers. Like basketball is built, and people don't realize that basketball is built in Indiana.
Yeah.
And if you're recruited out of Indiana, like
Yeah.
there are a lot of good talent.
Yeah, I was an
out of
all-conference player, man. So like basketball was my thing.
there. Damn.
But like, yeah, football just took its route.
Yeah.
You know, took its route. So,
Were you kind of blown when you didn't get recruited to go play college basketball? Or did you just make the most of it? You were like, you know what, I love
I mean,
football too.
to-
Like,
to
Well,
be
he
honest-
did. He just didn't get recruited by the schools he wanted
Right.
to.
yeah. Well, to be honest, I was just happy to get a scholarship.
Yeah,
at that
man.
point.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
Yeah. It was. I wasn't the best. I wasn't the best
At your
person in class.
Yeah.
So yeah. It was
How
always.
how was like life growing up in Indiana?
yeah, like
Maryville.
your folks,
Was it rough? Was it-
No. My folks, of course. I mean, I didn't live in the hood.
Okay.
Oh, you
It
didn't?
was-
Okay.
We had some type of money, but it wasn't a lot of money.
Yeah.
So like, you know, it was. I always tell this story. Is like the most money I've ever made in my life was when I got the signing bonus from Tampa Bay to stay there a week. You know, they paid me $500,000 to stay a week. So
I'm
yeah.
sorry?
Yeah.
It was
To stay
it was crazy.
a week?
Yep.
Yeah. So I signed a $1.8 million contract with them once I got released by the Patriots, and then they gave me a $500,000 signing bonus, and
And then they waived you.
they waived me. Yeah, so it was.
So
I
they
love
had-
Tampa Bay.
with-
You know, so-
in a week.
Yeah.
I mean, $500,000 $500,000.
That is
Yeah. And it
explosive.
actually happens quite often.
Yeah.
No, it does. I mean, but back then, you know, I mean, nowadays you're hearing guys getting, you know, stupid money and stuff
Yeah,
like
$6
that.
million.
So,
Yeah. It's crazy.
I
Yeah.
think my signing bonus for the Patriots was like $220,000 or something like that.
the money has changed so much, dude.
Can we talk a little bit about like the money in sports?
Yeah,
and what you-
we'll get into that. Let's just. You went to Illinois, right?
Yep.
You got recruited. You played football at Illinois.
Yep.
Were you
when Illinois was bad? Yeah.
when Illinois? Yeah, Illinois. Yeah, they're not. When you
Yeah.
think of Illinois, you're not like football school. You're
No.
just not.
It's basketball,
No
for
offense.
sure. It's
Yeah, no
basketball,
offense. But they're a D1 program, and if you're playing D1 football anywhere, it's you're playing at the highest level.
Yeah.
So you went to Illinois. You were a second round pick.
Yeah, I was
Correct.
36 overall.
36 overall.
Second round pick.
So you did well at Illinois. Did you make all conference? Did you make?
It was I think I just played my ass off, but it's.
You probably had a good combine.
I always say it like this, man. When you're a bad team, like teams are always going to try to throw the ball on you.
Yeah,
and being a free safety, that's probably the best thing.
Yeah, because the score's getting run up. You're going to have more opportunities and more.
But no, we
really have a chance to cut your teeth because you're always
on. We got pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to say my whole time that we were horrible.
Right.
Did
you make it go to a bowl game?
We went to a bowl.
Which bowl?
We lost, but
which bowl?
I can't remember.
The Tacoma Tire Bowl. Like, it's so funny, dude.
Pennzoil or something.
The Pennzoil.
That was a big bowl. If I look back, I think it was a big bowl when I went back. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And when was the point where you did somebody was it scouts for the NFL? Was it where they're like, all right, look, you're going to the next level now?
It was my junior year, man. To be honest with you, my junior year, what the NFL does is they do a background check.
Yeah.
On like you and your family and stuff like that. And I had some people come, and then you always know you're getting you always know you're going to make it to the next level when agents want to sign you.
Yeah.
So like
agents started knocking on your door.
So everybody wants to sign you and want to give you this and that.
Was it a good feeling?
I think.
Christ, first, you're what, 20 years old?
At first, it was a good feeling, but like when you look back at it and you start to think, it's like, man. You're gonna make more money than a lot of people make in their lifetime. So it's you start to get family members come around that you don't know.
Man, you always hear about that, so it's really interesting for me to
the entourages. Right?
I never had really a huge entourage, but
smart move financially.
You guys see me now. I travel. Maybe
you have a couple of boys. You don't. It's nothing
but you're
crazy,
low-key,
dude.
Man. You're
and they seem like they're your actual friends. Like they would. Yeah,
they're not just hanging around Eugene for.
Well, the retirement checks aren't as big as. That's probably why. But yeah.
That's funny.
So like when you're getting scouted and stuff like that, people start to show up. Start to be like.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I don't know. I mean, I think it's.
How do you navigate that?
I think a lot of people. Yeah, that's a good question.
Emotionally and mentally, how do you holy shit, I'm 20 years old and now I'm getting approached by these guys that are throwing a lot of money at me.
Millions of dollars, dude, and maybe you don't come from anything too great, dude. Even if you come from humble beginnings, you might come from middle class.
Yeah.
And once again, that's the most money you or any of your family members have ever seen.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I always say it's like hitting the lottery, all of us
with
today,
your body though, right?
But all of us,
you paid on the line. Yeah, you paid for it.
All of us could say, what we can do if we hit the lottery today, but when you really get that money, like,
what are you going to do?
So the first,
you're really going to divvy it up between all the people you love.
When I got the check from the Patriots, I swear to you, like, first of all, I got it. And it was my signing bonus check, and then 49% later, it was 100-something thousand.
Luxury tax and shit, yeah.
So and that was my first time seeing the check like that big. So I literally took it to the bank and asked the teller if I can get it all in cash, and she looked at me like I was crazy.
You wanted it in cash?
Yeah.
Why?
I wanted to make sure it was real.
Oh my God, dude, that's interesting. This can't be real.
I mean, dude, honestly, if somebody handed me a check like that,
somebody gave me a check,
right, you want to make sure it's good, right? So like, I was a college student. I just came out of college.
That's funny.
Like,
that's
like as hell.
Yeah, and you're like, you've been eating, ramen noodles and like Capri Suns,
trying to get through school, and you're not even that good at
and
school.
now you're in the VIP lounge. You know what I'm saying, in Miami, like
So you got it all turned to cash. What did you do with
it? She didn't give it to me all cash.
Oh, okay.
She told me.
Is that like a red flag? They're like, no, we're not doing that.
No. She was like, you're not getting 100,000.
They put a hold on it. Yeah.
So she made me deposit in my account. And I didn't even have a bank account at that point. So they started me a bank account at the bank.
You didn't even have a bank account? No. That just shows you, man.
So,
wow.
So.
All right, let's get into it.
Right,
now,
let's go.
So you're drafted. You're a rookie 2003, right?
Yep.
Patriots go 14-2 that year? You guys go 14-2 that year?
That was our.
Can you look that up?
That was our year. Yeah. That was.
I think it was 14-2.
I think it was. We went 14-2 04. I want to say.
Okay.
Because that was when we played Philly for the championship.
That was 2003. You guys played the Rams.
Yeah, we played. I want to say was that Jacksonville or Houston? That was Houston. I want to say
where
03,
the
right?
Super Bowl was. I think it was Jacksonville. One of them was Jacksonville.
One was Jacksonville. One was Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what was the question? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. What was my question?
You were like Patriots went 14-2.
Yeah, you guys went 14-2 that
just
year.
recounting.
Did you start that year? Did you start right away?
I didn't start right away.
Who was starting over
I
you?
ended up being started. I think it was an injury. I want to say.
And then you got your.
I got my start there. Yeah. And then from there on, I stayed in. Yep.
And you played alongside. Who was the other safety with you? You played free safety.
Yeah, I played free safety. So
And
Law was with me.
Ty Law was the other one.
Yeah.
And then you played with Teddy Bruschi. You played with Vrabel. You played with Roman Pfeiffer.
Vrabel. Yeah.
I mean, you played. I mean, did you play with Corey Dillon?
I didn't.
Antoine Smith, you did.
Smith, I did.
Yeah. Okay. David Patton, Troy Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sound like the whole team.
Yeah. And who was there's another Deion Branch.
Yeah, Branch. Oh, Branch was a little later, but I played with Branch.
Are these people still your friends?
Law. I talked to Law.
Yeah.
Where's Law live now? Where's he at?
Law actually does some stuff for the NFL PA. So
does he really? Good for him.
Yeah. So he's down there.
That was your dog.
Yeah, that's my.
That was your homie and during that run.
Yeah.
Now, the Patriots. So you get 2003. Leading up to the Super Bowl, something leaks out. Something called Spygate.
Oh yeah.
Are you familiar? I'm sure you are. I guess the accusation was the Patriots organization was spying on practices and stuff like that for the Rams. Do you know anything about this? Do you know?
I mean, I don't know like firsthand detail because you don't really like as a player, you're not trying to be in it. But let's be honest, man. Like if you had paperwork or if you had film on your opponent, are you going to watch it or are you going to just let it sit there?
Yeah, I mean, we see this
against the law.
You see it everywhere, right?
Yeah.
There's loopholes in everything.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not what's illegal.
I mean, yeah.
Here's my thing.
You do have film, right? You have film on these teams. You can, dissect teams down to the T.
But my question is this: how is it illegal? Because it's if you feel like we know the play, change the play.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not forcing your coach to call that play.
No.
So it is what it is. We still balled out.
Yeah, you still won that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So you don't think? So all the speculation and stuff, you were just kind of like, nah.
I mean, it's one thing I always tell people.
I remember it heavily. People were really upset about it.
But one thing I tell people though is like when you're a winner, man, like people are always going to try to come after.
They're going to come at the
regardless.
Why do you win so much?
Yeah. Like
How?
nobody likes a winner for some reason. Nobody likes a winner. Nobody likes
you to win too much.
Yeah. But nobody likes a loser either, though.
Yeah. So where's your happy? Where do you want to live?
Do
you want to live as a winner or a loser? It's like it's a dichotomy.
And Patriots are definitely winners.
Yeah.
And that's another. So Spygate. I mean, so the Patriots have been under scrutiny for most of the 2000s.
Yeah.
Through their championship runs. There's been Deflategate. We've already talked about Spygate.
Yep.
And I've noticed it, and people, and especially on ESPN, they love are the injury reports. There are always these weird, bogus, kind of vague injury reports. Mm-hmm. And then at the helm of all of it all is Bill Belichick. If Dave, if you've never watched one of his interviews after a game,
I haven't.
It is the same thing every single day. It doesn't matter if they won 52-0 or if they lost 21-0. It's just, we did some good things, we did some bad things, and next week's Miami, and that's it.
Yeah.
And and they'll be like, any speculation on any of the stuff. Are you guys asking me questions about football? This isn't about football. He just deflects, right?
Is that a tactic?
Is that a tactic? Does he teach this? Does he?
No, I mean he most definitely, as G said, he's the funniest guy, probably one of the funniest guys I ever met.
See, people probably wouldn't know that.
That's awesome.
He's,
probably don't get that in the interviews.
No, he's a good guy. It's just, I think that he's just a football mind. He wants to focus on football, so he doesn't want to get involved in the.
Yeah, I mean, he
don't want to squander with the pigs.
But I've never seen it before, Eugene. I've never seen it before. Everybody underneath his organization, like his players, they all do it. They're like, It's like a robot system. Like they're like, no. Anybody talks about anything controversial, they're like, nope, don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna tell you. I mean, the biggest thing that humbles you, man, in that organization is if he can go after Tom Brady and yell at Tom Brady for the little things. I mean, who the hell are you to think that you're better than Tom Brady?
Yeah.
So like it's literally like that. So like he's literally you'll see him yell like literally at Tom Brady. You're like, well,
Scream.
I know I'm not as good as him, so
we're
we're
good.
Make my way, right?
Yeah.
So,
Also, I'm gonna stay under the radar. Yeah. Romeo Crennel. You played under Romeo Crennel. Mm-hmm. Football guy.
Yep.
Defensive mind.
Yep.
He's been in the league for years.
Yep.
He's known to be give me a little bit about Romeo Crennel.
What story you want?
No, not even story. Just give it. How was he as a defense coordinator? Was he
great guy? I mean, great guy. Really smart, simple.
What was his scheme? What did he like? What was his? Is it a 3-4, 4-3?
No. He's more of a 4-3 type of guy if you're going to go scheme. But when I tell you, like, this guy is like literally he dummies down everything to make it simple for you as a defensive guy. That's what it is. But he really let us like freestyle while we were out there. I mean, we got to the point to where like everybody on the team and everybody on the backside like heavily communicated with each other, and that's what made it fun. Like I think when you make it too hard, like I talked to a couple of the Redskins guys now, man, and the biggest thing is like everybody want these 12 or 13 word phrases that you got to have.
That's complex,
play, man.
That's advanced.
Crazy, right?
It doesn't need to be like that.
And it does it. It's like if you know each other, like if you guys know each other, you guys can work together and work.
It's chemistry. It's
right.
camaraderie.
So
yeah.
Like when you have that bond, man, like it's
when that play snaps, that Ty Law on the other side, you don't have to worry about Ty Law.
Well, that's the beauty of like simplicity, right? You render it down to the point where it's just building blocks, but you trust the player to be able to extrapolate. And with the team, like you guys are all going to freestyle, and it's going to be a simple.
Once you step on the field, it's a bond.
Well, not only that, man, but you also have to get to the point to where you're at that point is your only job is to watch the film of the team that you're going against. So it's a craft, right? So like
it's a trade craft.
My job is to go and make sure that I know everything about that player, and doing my job correctly on Sunday or Monday, whatever day it is. So that's that. I took that as the number one thing, So as you learn, as you go through the years in the league, you kind of know who to cut out, what things to not do on Saturday night. Or Sunday.
That's another interesting thing is
so it's a lot of different things.
You seem really mild tempered, like you're really even. Have you always been like that?
I would say I'm like that, like in everyday life.
Yeah,
I think when I get on the field is a different mindset.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
When you step on that field, the adrenaline, it's just you're at war.
Yeah, I don't know who I become.
Yeah, and that's you hear.
You never had to play
a lot
against yourself.
Like you make plays, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Who the hell was that?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's flow, dude. That's like
it is flow state. Dude. It's 100% a flow state.
You're like, I didn't even know I was capable of doing that.
No, you don't. I mean, you
can't measure
like that pick six that you talked about at the beginning.
In the beginning, that pick six.
I mean, sometimes things happen and people are like, "Hey, do you remember doing this?" You're like,
"No," because it was a pure adrenaline blackout. Like, I was on top of the world. Like, all right, so you win a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Who won the MVP that year in the Super Bowl? Was it Deion Branch?
I think Branch won it in 04, if I'm correct. 03.
So you played the Rams first. That offense was potent.
Sure. Yeah.
Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, Marshall Faulk, all Hall of Famers, by the way. And you guys won that game. Great. I remember.
How many years had you been in the league before you won a Super Bowl?
His rookie year.
Oh, my rookie year.
He won it his rookie year.
How did that feel, dude?
Being that I never won in my life, so it was.
That's what I'm saying.
Great.
You came from
No, I came from an organization that didn't win.
Yeah.
We won, but we didn't win a lot.
No.
Yeah.
Especially not on that level. And then to see people, man, that's been in the league, forever and never win a Super Bowl.
Here's one. Dan Marino.
Yeah. So it was unreal.
He jumps in the league as a rookie, starts after an injury.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a Cinderella story, dude. And you were a pivotal part of that win. And don't even say you aren't, man, because I watched that game.
That was a team effort, man.
But
it was a team effort.
Doing his job,
but you were doing, like you said, you read your keys, you did your prep, and you were a beast. I watched that game.
Yeah.
So
that.
yeah, absolutely. Over the years, football, I feel like, and you've seen it too. Rule changes. Rule changes is a big. Since 2003, do you remember? I mean, obviously the tuck rule.
Yeah.
Huge rule change.
Yeah.
Tom Brady gets hit below the knees.
Yeah.
Huge rule change. Defensive pass interference is you can't even touch them anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What do you think about that?
I mean, overall,
is it changing the game?
I think it's good for like the health of the player. But it's taking away the game.
You think so?
It's for sure taking away the game. When you can't do your job correctly, when somebody's handcuffed,
you're handcuffed
to do your job. I think the players more look for the flags now.
You see it every day. The wide receivers stand up as soon as an incomplete pass. They're like this.
Yeah,
they're looking around. Give me a flag. Give me a yellow hanky.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't think I could play today, man.
See, that's what I want.
Whoa, because the game is that different.
Yeah, it's so much different.
That's
so
what. Well, how many?
So you played so
15
that's
years.
About 10 years. So about a 9-year gap.
Yeah,
and it's changed that much.
Yeah, a lot of things happen.
Yeah,
a lot of things happen.
I mean, you can't even you can't touch a quarterback. You can't. I mean, it's hard to watch now because you see any kind of quarterback go down, like the ball's released and you see it down, you're like, oh, here comes a flag.
I think the other issue that the league had, man, was that you got less top-notch players coming out.
Really? You think the talent is actually
talent is
really?
Right. Yeah. So when you really think about it, back in the day,
well, that's interesting.
That's interesting to me.
Really good, talented,
natural talent,
raw talent.
Yeah. So like if we look at the NFL, kind of when I played, you look at every team, you probably had 28 of the teams had like talented quarterbacks. Like even
pretty
if they,
talented.
Even if they didn't win, they were talented quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And then the backups were pretty talented too. Now you got 6 teams.
Yeah. I mean,
talented
to be honest with you, I was thinking about maybe 12 teams total with really solid quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what it is. And then every year you don't have top-notch quarterbacks coming out.
That's true.
I mean, you don't have top-notch wide receivers coming out.
The life expectancy of players is dwindling.
Yeah.
Running backs at 3 years.
But that's due to, so it's funny that you say that we're getting less players of the caliber from, in your opinion, than before. But technology and training,
absolutely,
has skyrocketed.
Absolutely.
So this is why I differ from
performance.
This is why I differ from what you're saying is the technology now. These guys are, dude. You have outside or middle linebackers running 4.4 40s.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just not normal.
Well, I mean, it's nuts, but you got to remember these guys are getting smaller. They're playing year round. I mean, it's a lot different. You train differently.
Right. These explosive performance camps and these high octane,
and they
trainers
out. They can use more things. More things are now legal than they were back when.
If you could change anything in the league right now, what would it be? Playing wise,
probably the way that you get hit.
Yeah, you can't go helmet to helmet. You can't use your shoulder.
I think you're more likely to get injured the way you're hitting down than you would.
You tense up, and I can relate to that.
Yeah.
You go into an NFL game or you go into a football game, and you're scared of getting hurt or hurting somebody. You're already
you've already lost.
The way I say
you're gonna hesitate in the NFL, and speed. Yeah. You can't hesitate.
You get clobbered.
Well, the way I tell people all the time is imagine running 14 miles per hour and running into a wall.
Yeah, that's it, dude.
So, and if you can imagine that, then you probably should be in the league. But
it's violent.
That's a hit in the NFL. It's anywhere
running
between 12
wall.
to 14 miles per hour.
Absolutely.
And you're running, into a wall, and then you're trying to think about how should I hit this person. So.
Imagine that. Split second. Bang, bang.
Yeah.
Maybe I should lower my head just a little.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to. And then here comes a flag. You got a personal foul.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's what you would change.
Yeah, I would change the hitting for sure.
The hitting, yeah. But once again, that goes back to safety, right? You can't.
Right.
Because
Well,
they're
how
trying to-
safe? How safe is?
Well, yeah,
football?
exactly. Where do you draw
How
the line?
safe is football? It's a
Yeah.
good question. I mean, what are your people get so injured and stuff, and we were talking about like that is people have always been injured. It's a ballistic sport. It's incredibly
Yeah.
It's violent. It's aggressive.
But the way that they're training now, it seems like people get hurt even more.
the
often.
rate of people injuries is, and it's not just
Or maybe
me.
I'm
It's
wrong
not just
about
me
that.
speculating. It's there. It's in the facts. Like,
Yeah, and what's that dude? The quarterback that just decided he didn't want to play anymore right at the beginning of the season.
Oh, Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck. He's like, it's like you can either your health, you know.
Is it
He
your
made a
health,
choice.
or are you a football guy? I mean,
mean-
I'm not saying Andrew Luck's not a football guy. I'm saying, but his health.
I love football, or do I want to
I mean,
be
look at
fucked up for the
Gronkowski.
rest of my life?
Gronkowski did the same thing.
Well, you gotta. I mean, the backside of all that too is like we have to look at. You know that a lot of people look at the NFL and just say, okay, these guys played 5 or 6 years, right? But that's literally like a 20-year thing from the time that you started at 5 or 6 years old in Little League.
You've had tread on your tires
To-
for 20 plus
to
years.
elementary or junior
Yeah.
high school to college, you know, to the pros. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So that's
To get from there to there is
right. So like people don't realize that it's, you know, it's not just what you do in the league. It's what you do before.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like these guys are mentally strung out, and at a certain, how much money is enough money at a certain point in time?
Right, because once again we have fantasy now, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everybody's betting on
Well, that's what it
individual
is, man.
players
Yeah.
and the
Fans are something else, man.
Hey,
Yeah, fans.
yes, can we get into that? Fans are fucking brutal, dude.
They're brutal, dude.
And they
And the
don't.
internet.
You start losing,
that
dude,
people
and
say
they
about you.
turn their backs.
Yeah.
I'm not saying every fan, but a majority.
Yeah, they give you.
Yeah, they just give.
Yeah.
We're
Have a
one
bad day
we're
out
1
there?
in 4. I don't care about your training.
Yeah.
You know, you're making all this money. No, dude, slow it down. You know, these guys are professional athletes. They work hard. I get it. Like, they're making more money than you, and it's flashy, and it's on TV.
Well, that's not true though. Like,
Yeah.
and that's one thing I always stop people on. Sometimes is like 2% of your locker room is making the money.
That's interesting.
So like the rest of the locker room, I mean, these guys are making. Okay, let's say say the league minimum, so $400,000 sounds like a lot, right?
It does,
but
yeah.
400,000. You take 49% away from that.
Why is it
that's all-
49%?
That's just the tax that you get
Yeah.
taxed on. So
As being a player,
yep.
are businessmen taxed on that? If I make 400 grand a
Yeah,
year?
let's say if
I
yeah,
don't-
is
I don't
that-
know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's almost like a bonus type of thing. So like, you know how when, like, say at work, say like you have a job, and then you get a bonus.
Oh,
How they tax it bigger than everything
Okay.
else. So like each check to us is
Well, it's like
tax.
it's a different tax bracket.
so
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
break it down
So
for us
let's say
again. 49%.
400,000. You know, 49%. Let's just say 50%, just to be a
Even.
little bit better. Yeah, 200. That's 200 grand that you
Right.
got, and that's before you pay anybody. That's before you pay any bill. So, and you're in the locker room with another guy that could be making 80 million, right? So, if that guy's making 80 million, you're making 400,000. You go out in public, people don't look at you and say what you're making. They say you're an NFL player. So the mentality from most of these young guys is that I have to live up to the same lifestyle as this
That's
other guy.
where they get
The
caught
trappings.
up because you got
trap.
Le'Veon Bell in your locker
Yep.
room making $10 million,
and he
$14
asks
million.
you to go out and party with
He's
him.
like, yo,
go to the
I'll-
clubs,
absolutely.
Crystal's
I'm Le'Veon
popping.
Bell.
Yep.
You want to come party?
We're
I'll show you.
split- and
I'll
we're
show you how
splitting
to
the bill.
party.
Yeah, there
right?
you
Not
go.
saying that Le'Veon.
Oh my god,
So
dude!
that it's that, and then
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, and then most cities that have casinos, they give you the line of credit that you got signed for.
Shut
At
the
NFL.
hell up.
So you can
Yeah.
blow your entire.
You can blow your whole time.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
Yeah,
Oh, you've seen a player do that?
I've seen players borrow money in the locker rooms, man. Yeah, it's crazy.
Whoa.
It gets insane. I mean, I didn't see it until I got to like Houston, because in the Belichick era, man, you don't really have. There's nothing to do up there. So like, you
You're
don't
in
have
fucking
you
New
don't have a
England.
lot,
It's cold
but-
as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's things that you see, it changes your mind. So, but at that time, I'm a vet in the league. I think
Did you ever get in trouble? Did you ever get suspended?
Oh, no.
No? Did you ever get in trouble?
I got in trouble, yeah.
With the Patriots? Little curfew thing?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah? Got caught up?
First Super Bowl.
First Super Bowl.
Did you party a little too hard?
Jacksonville's a great city.
Yeah. And what? You were 22 years old. Like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
As a
that's
rookie.
sick, dude.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Yeah.
It was crazy.
All right. There's a couple things in sports or in football that I would like to touch on.
Okay.
CTE always seems to come up. That's one of them.
Yeah.
That's a big thing lately.
CTE. Obviously, it can't be tested till after you've moved on. Do you think that's a big deal? Do you think that was overblown? Do you think concussions are a real issue in the NFL? Is that why players are?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Do you think more concussions go unnoticed? Like people kind of just don't say it. They're like, I just cracked this dude. My head is ringing. My bells are ringing, but I'm not going to say anything.
Absolutely.
So have you done that?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Shit, that's dangerous,
Yeah,
man.
I would probably say half my college career I don't even remember.
You don't even remember?
No, like it's I mean it's times you're out there that you just as a player you just want to play, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter at that point. Wow.
And the league is worse because if you're on the injured list, you're not getting your reps, and somebody's always looking to take your job. So it's always something else, but it's part of the game.
Do you think it's headed in the right direction?
I don't know.
I mean, we've done the helmets.
Yeah.
How much more technology can you do to these helmets? You know what I mean?
I mean, the only way to change it is not to play. So
yeah,
And no more like head to head.
Yeah.
So I understand about that CTE, like that whole concussion thing, but like he said, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's
They have protocols.
I mean, yeah.
But
okay, so
it's a casualty.
A protocol is like what I say. The protocol is like take your regular business and let's write out a set of rules, right? Mm-hmm. That's your protocol. So if you're a business person, are you going to let somebody rule your top player out every week, and you're not making money from it?
No.
Okay. All right.
Oof.
So
you're saying if you're playing a top
you're
tier
telling
player,
me,
like you better get out there and play.
So if there was a little, like you were like, if the trainer was like, hey, Bill, Eugene's not gonna play.
Well, I'm nobody on there.
Oh no,
but
stop.
Let's just say let's take Tom Brady for instance. Like let's say Tom Brady gets hurt, right, or he gets a concussion, and he's your top franchise guy,
right?
And Tom says he's good, but the doctor says, hey, listen, he's not good to go. Do you think they're gonna sit him or what? Or you think they're gonna let Tom Brady?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
And that's our answer.
That's your answer.
I mean,
it's right there.
I didn't say
it's written.
Take it how you want.
Hey, it's written on the wall, man.
You
like
take it how you want to take it.
No, absolutely. Because let's boil it down again, right? The NFL, great, sport, American sport, but it is a business.
It's a business.
And it's become a booming billions,
non-profit, by the way,
billions of dollars business, which is, I mean, it's made and break people.
Yeah, the NFL is so deep rooted in the NFL, or the NFL is so deep rooted in the United States culture that it just.
Oh yeah,
it's unbelievable.
But then you've got I'm just always confounded. Like these people, there's a lot coming out about like health and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and it's like, are you gonna let this guy not play because he says his tummy hurts?
Yeah. Well, no, it's like. Tom Brady, the trainer's like, dude, Tom, your hand's shattered, dude. You cannot. And Bill Belichick, he's like, no. Tom Brady's like, no, I want to play. Okay.
Well, it sounds like that's the type of player Tom is, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm saying if they're like, no, and they go to the coach and they're like, Tom's not. Bill. You think Bill Belichick's gonna go?
Well, all these people work for the. They work for the team.
Yeah, they work for the organization.
So
yeah.
like it's. I mean, you have the outside doctors, but they're they're working for the NFL.
They're like that, yeah.
What do you?
Exactly.
Can we talk about the
Yeah.
doctors a little? What did you think about the sports doctors and the doctors that you guys
Yeah.
had?
No,
for,
they were good.
for teams. They were good.
They were good.
They were there for the best, like for your best interest. Like
Yeah, it's usually the same doctor that you would see if you like
sprained your ankle.
So like just like baseball has Dr. Andrews, I believe.
yeah, Dr.
Like, you know,
David.
so-
Is it David Andrews?
like
Can you look
David
that up?
Andrews, yeah, something like that. It's
The
the,
surgeon, Dr.
it's the
David.
guy that everybody goes to if they have
Yeah.
they need surgery basically for them. It's just like us, you know. So it's like the regular doctor.
Did
that
you ever
see.
have to have surgery?
My ankle, my
Okay.
back,
Yeah, what kind of war
wounds.
war wounds do you
My
have?
knees are bad.
Your knees are bad.
Ankles are gone. So like my ankles, some days I feel like I just twist my ankle every day or something like
Oh,
that.
really?
I think that came more from taping though. Like,
Yeah.
you know, taping it up and stuff. My back, I got cracked back. I was telling him about the crack back.
Yeah. So a crackback.
Yeah,
You want to
Brett
explain
Favre,
the crackback?
crackback,
You want to explain
yeah.
the crackback to him?
So crackback is when, you know, somebody basically blindsides you and kind of takes you out.
So you're running. Like, imagine running, and me and Eugene are looking at each other, and
And you
then
get T-boned.
Somebody just
just
smacks
blindsides you.
But
It's awful.
It's like getting hit with
It's
a
now
Mack truck
illegal.
and
It's
not
now
seen
illegal in the
Oh,
NFL.
really?
Yes, because Hines Ward almost killed somebody.
But the crazy part is I got
But it's
crackback.
just a hit.
I got
Like it's like
crackback.
Or no, Vontez Burfict too. He almost killed. Was it Hines Ward?
No, my buddy, one of the guys I mentored, got cracked back, man, and almost he had to end his career. So,
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
It's not.
It's
and
crazy.
Brett Favre of all people crackbacked him.
Yeah, bro. for all people.
And I was like, how the
Crackbacked
hell-
you?
Yeah. So,
What?
Yeah. So it was a change of possession. It was probably a turnover. So now you're on the offensive, and he just came out of nowhere and just blasted. him.
oh my god.
Also known as a cheap shot.
Yeah, cheap shot. Yeah, I was out. I was
Yeah.
out for that year. After that, yeah.
Wait, he put you out for the year?
It was
a mixture of things?
Basically, I mean, I came back the next year. So
Damn,
Okay.
that's called getting hit, dude. You're like,
Oh, that-
when
no,
you
that's-
get hit like that, are you when you like are on the ground? Are you like, and everybody's around you? Are you like, what the fuck just happened?
it's a weird moment.
Are you like, where am
It's
I?
a weird moment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a you want to get up. You know, your body feels like you're getting up.
But it won't.
But-
It won't
yeah,
do
yeah.
what you want it to do.
Yeah,
You're like a prize fighter that's gone down in the ring.
Right.
You're like, ugh.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
What you got next for Skidge?
Another thing, we've seen it, in the news as well, and it's come throughout the years. I wouldn't say, I guess you could say as recent, is domestic abuse in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do other people domestically abuse? Yeah, sure. But I don't hear it to the max as the NFL.
Yeah, the scrutiny
you
that
hear
these
it
players are
all
under.
the time. Ray Rice, Kareem Hunt, what else? Randy Gregory. Antonio Brown. Brett Favre was soliciting people. I mean, it's just, what is it? Is it something about, is it just because of the game? Is it because, is it just a coincidence? You know what I mean? Or is it just, I don't know. Why in the NFL?
Money, power,
Why is it
action, sports.
Why is it polarized in the NFL?
Yeah, it could be a couple of things, man. Like, I think one thing for sure is, it doesn't happen by accident. You know, so like if somebody does it, they did it.
Yeah.
The other thing, like the sexual assaults and stuff like that, I just think that when it comes to money and if somebody is sexually assaulted, then I feel the worst for them. But most of it is like, if you're looking at it, man, it's like people from, that's the whole thing about social media. I was telling you about, like, if somebody comes out from 9 years ago and say that you did something to them, is it really because you did something to them, or is it because of the money that you now have?
Yeah. Now you want to.
Yeah. So like it's a fine line. But when
So you're saying some people are getting it for attention. They're like, hey,
I
it's
mean,
kind of like the piggyback.
it would seem that- it would
the
seem that
piggyback
way.
thing on
Yeah.
hey, so and so assaulted me. Then all of a sudden, 3 other people say so and so assaulted me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it would seem that way.
Yeah.
But you never know. But I would also say, like, at the end of the day, like, it's if it has to be investigated.
yeah,
I
it's a
would
case to
say.
case.
Yeah, it has
yeah.
to be investigated. Yeah.
But do you think it's just saturated in the NFL, or do you think it's
Well, it's not just the NFL. It's coming out. You've seen the Me Too movement.
Yeah, the media. Yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah,
it's not just the NFL. I just think that when you're an athlete or you're in the public eye, it's going
you're
to
going to have
out.
a target. on you. Yeah,
So,
you already have a target.
Yep.
On you. Yeah,
Yep.
because people are jealous. People want it. People envy it.
yeah.
Okay. With that, do you think? How do I want to say this? Do you believe in those second chances that those guys are getting? Do you think? Let me put it this way: Ray Rice, when that thing came out, it was horrific. It was. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Did you see the
absolutely.
video?
Yeah, I did.
It was horrific. Do you think he should play it in the NFL again?
I think the NFL is a privilege. It's not a right.
Correct.
Absolutely.
So
I just asked him. Sorry, I just asked him. Second chances. These guys who do
things wrong.
they deserve a second chance?
Got it.
Like I said, Ray Rice. If you guys can find the video, I don't know if you saw it. He uppercuts his girlfriend, I believe, or his wife. It's violent. It's vicious. It's really awful.
Yeah.
He got kicked out of the league. Hasn't been back since.
Okay.
But then you also have guys like Tyreek Hill. You guys have like Randy Gregory beating women, pistol whipping women. Okay. But they played again. Where's the difference? Why did Ray Rice get blackballed so heavily? And I'm not saying he deserves it. I'm just saying where did, like, if you believe, if you're giving these guys second chances, then Ray Rice should have gotten a second chance, right? Mm-hmm. Or was that video just that violent?
I don't know, man. I just don't know. Like, I don't know the investigation that the league does, like,
right,
to that point. But it's you just got.
But in your opinion, do you think Ray Rice should have played NFL again?
I don't. I mean, I think if a team out there wanted him to play,
yeah. So he does. I agree.
I think everybody deserves a second chance to a certain point.
He came out with a press conference shortly. Yeah. His wife was with him. He was going to.
But I'm not. I know what you're about to go with that. I don't like. She's in a bad position at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh no! I'm saying she was on his side.
No, that's what I'm saying. She's in a bad position at that point.
Oh, yeah, mentally, that's her husband.
Yeah, like that's her man.
He made a mistake.
He financially takes care of him.
Yeah,
it's at that point it's too late.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like at that point it's like, okay, well, we've seen the video and everything's judged off of video nowadays.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So. It is.
Well, everybody's got a camera.
Yeah, dude. Better watch out.
Everybody's got a fucking camera, dude.
Sure, yeah. Everybody's news, the media.
Everybody's
exactly.
News. Yeah, man. That's tough too. It's like, I just want to play ball. Like, I just grew up all my life.
It seems from what I've gotten from he just went into the league. You just wanted to play ball. You wanted to. Did you want to make a name for yourself? I don't really know, but you seem to excel pretty quickly, and then you won 2 Super Bowls. But you're not the flashy. You're not. You seemed like you were a professional. Like you didn't.
Which is awesome.
That's
what it's.
I didn't hear about Eugene Wilson in the news beating up anybody.
I didn't hear about you shooting yourself.
Shooting yourself in a nightclub.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do those things.
Yeah,
but it's. I tell you what it is. It's half because of the organization I was in.
So you pay a lot of it.
So they shaped
growing up in the NFL.
They taught you how to have manners.
How to conduct yourself as a professional.
Yeah, it's almost like you're on a college team again. It's kind of like you're only person I can kind of put it towards now is it's like you're in Alabama, with Nick Saban. So like, you know what you're doing. You know what the expectations are, and if you can't meet those, then we'll release you, no matter who you are.
Yeah.
So I mean, the Patriots have never been that team on that organization to get big name players. And if they do get a big name player, it's going to be either you come in and you work like we want you to work, or you're going to be gone.
Yeah. And I was talking to him. They're notorious. The Patriots are notorious, especially nowadays. They don't pay. Like, they won't.
No. They're not a paying organization.
Yeah. They're like, hey, here's your rookie contract. If you're really good, we'll pay you, but we're not going to pay you like that.
Well, you got to remember this. So, like, it's kind of like that first job, right? Like they build you up to
entry level,
point, and then you go somewhere else to get paid. when you become too good for Bill Belichick, you get released.
Yeah.
What do you mean when you become too good?
When you become a big name.
Okay.
When
If you
this-
start asking for too much money.
Well, yeah. I mean, but even when your market goes up,
Yeah.
they're gonna get rid of you and then bring somebody else.
Even
Once again.
yeah. Unless they're like you are absolutely
Just
Once
look,
again-
look at all the
team.
players that have been through the organization.
Oh, I mean, he has, but dude,
yeah, look at all the players.
the only ones I can remember that has really gotten paid: Aaron Hernandez,
Yeah.
Robert Gronkowski, Tom Brady, and a couple. I think
Tom Brady, he's not even,
And he's not
paid-
even- dude,
He's
he's-
not even paid like he should be paid.
and he took a pay cut.
Yeah,
Did he really?
Yeah, because dude,
Why?
he
wants-
to get better contracts for the rest.
contracts
of
for the rest of his team, so
Now
you can
that-
build a big team,
That's
build a
stud
good
right
team.
there.
Well, Michael Jordan did the same thing.
Michael Jordan did too.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Hey man, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, are you here to play? You here to play? The
Well, it really
game?
makes you think. Are you here to play football and win a Super Bowl, or are you here to play, do well, and make money?
yep. Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
and the thing that gets me about the fucking Tom Brady is, and I think you can, how on God's earth you have been in the league for 20 years and you just win games, dude. And you've never had like a really solid receiving core. Yeah, you've had Gronk and you've had Randy Moss and you've had Julian Edelman. But other than that, and maybe Deion Branch in the early 2000s, other than that, he's been throwing to me and Dave.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Like,
I mean,
and it's just like, but they continually win games
But it's
and go
it's-
to championships.
it's the culture.
It's the
know,
culture.
it's the culture.
Can you?
It's-
I mean, can you try to
It's the
shed light on that?
mentality.
Because
That's powerful.
People don't. How is the league? I mean, the league has to be so furious. The other teams are like, I am so sick of them being. What's the Patriots record? Oh, 6-1. Like it's just like
I don't think they lost a game.
no. I'm saying like in general,
just
like
using it
any
arbitrarily.
Yeah, just like in any year. It's just like, oh, don't forget about the Patriots. Why they're quietly 7-0.
But yet people hate, like,
But they
despise
hate,
them.
and the thing for me, and I'm trying to understand, is I just don't get it. Where is the like? He never really had a drop off. Like he is just he's won. He's been in 9 Super Bowls.
Well, it just
dude.
goes to show that you can pump as much money as you want into an organization, Redskins,
Redskins.
and you still doesn't make you a winner.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And the fact that you
It's
said
about
all about
motivation
the culture,
and getting your players
and
to
that's
play.
a boil down with everything, right? Like you can have any business or whatever like that, and if you have a great culture that it's built upon, you can
Absolutely.
do great things.
Yeah.
If you give
Another
me,
organization is the Steelers.
Yeah.
if you give me
very
$100
well
million
run.
and a bunch of shitheads, I might piss away a lot of that
And
money.
that segs me
you know,
right
on the
way
wrong-
right
on
way
the
into
wrong
this.
ways.
Bunch of shitheads. I'm going to segue. Not saying he is, but Antonio Brown. Do you know him? Do you talk to him?
I don't know Antonio Brown.
Okay.
I don't know him personally.
Have you ever
Okay.
played? Did
No,
was
he
that
didn't
before?
play.
I've
Okay.
never played against him. No,
What are your thoughts on him? Is he going to play in the NFL again?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah,
I saw
sure.
Robert Kraft said something 2 days ago. He was like, not only he thinks Antonio Brown's going to play again, he also thinks Gronkowski's coming
Yeah,
back.
Gronk's coming back.
You think so?
Absolutely.
If Gronkowski comes back, dude,
Yeah,
I will
absolutely.
fucking.
Absolutely, he's coming back.
But anyway, who did I just say before that?
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown. What are your?
He's a talented guy, man.
Do you know what happened in Oakland? Like you heard about it, right?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Swinging at his GM.
Yeah. Well, you gotta remember, man. There's a GM out there that. First of all, he's not gonna be a GM for a long time.
Oh, in Oakland, yeah.
Yeah. So he's a GM that's never been a GM. He's not a football guy.
He's not a football guy.
Oh.
So like it takes.
It's like
Don't
the
know,
Redskins.
don't know how to talk
It's
to
like
your
the
players,
Redskins, dude.
you
It's like-
properly as a GM. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
you gotta
I mean,
have the right
Dude, it
approach.
boils all the way down from the top.
I think the biggest thing is that like when you're taking a player on like that, you have to understand that everything that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like taking on OJB. You know, like when you know what you're gonna get when you get him. You know you're gonna get the flashy.
Yeah.
You know you're gonna get everything about it. So like if you wasn't expecting this, then and then he has Drew as his agent. So
Drew Rosenhaus,
yeah,
yeah.
you got
One of the most. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's always in the news.
yeah. When you got Drew as your agent, that
He represented T.O., yeah, all
You're gonna
those.
have a dog fight on your hands. You know? So.
So
yeah.
do you? These allegations, have they been proven true?
No,
No,
they're
right?
still investigating.
They're still allegations.
investigating.
Yeah.
So we have to be objective, right? If we're going to talk
You're
about.
innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they say.
That's
Right.
what they say. or
So
the way it was
I don't want to
supposed be.
speculate too hard, right?
Right.
But you believe he'll play in the NFL.
I totally believe he'll play.
Will it be for the Patriots?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Now I want to. We'll lighten this up just a little bit.
Sure.
Who's the toughest player you had to guard?
The toughest player. Well, I didn't have to guard a lot of people.
Right. I know. I was afraid, but toughest guy you had to tackle. Toughest guy that just always he was just a pain.
Greatest adversary.
Yeah. Greatest receiver that used to just bother you, man, every time.
Toughest receiver.
Or tight end. It
Who
doesn't
had
matter.
you nervous before game?
Every game,
like
you're
you're
like,
watching
this guy,
film and you're like, how
for some
am
reason,
I
this
going
guy-
to
Yeah.
make this work?
I'll tell you what, man. And he's a good friend of mine. But you know, Tony's a tough guy, man.
Tony who?
Tony Gonzalez.
Oh, that is so funny because when I was looking up who, the stat leaders around that time,
Yeah.
Tony Gonzalez came up.
Yeah.
Probably greatest tight end of all time.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
But he was hard. He was.
Yeah, he's just. I mean, I think his persona off the field precedes itself. So like he's LT is another guy.
Oh, Daniel
David
Tomlinson.
Yeah.
Priest Holmes.
Priest is really good.
Yeah, that dude was.
Marshall Faulk.
Oh.
You know.
Marshall Faulk.
Yeah.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah. I know Marshall. Yeah, Marshall, good guy.
Marshall, what is he on the NFL Network now?
Yeah, he
Good for
lives
him.
out in San Diego. We got a house with each other. Yeah, he's my neighbor.
Who talked? I mean, the NFL is a violent sport. We all know that. So it comes with it. Shit talking.
Yeah,
Who really stuck out to you that really ran their mouth a lot?
Heinz Ward.
Heinz Ward. Shut up, dude.
Yeah.
He's always on the the media. He's always like so pleasant and
Nah.
Really?
As a bad man.
He talks more shit than anybody.
What about Steve Smith?
I didn't get to
Really
play against Steve a
mix
lot,
it up with him?
but I'm sure he's a pretty good
Oh my
shit
god,
talker.
he's an animal.
Did you talk shit?
I mean, if it came to it, yeah.
Don't even lie, dude. You know damn well on that football field at the highest peak of performance.
How does
you're
shit
not
talking
running.
go? Is it like, I'm gonna fucking eat you alive? You just watch. You just
Yeah, yeah.
wait
Yeah,
for this to go.
Was it more?
down.
I mean, were you like, dude, I'm gonna fuck your face up? Like you just walk. This is gonna be a long day for you.
No, it's more when you hit somebody, you know.
Yeah, you were like,
And you're screaming at him on the
what do you?
ground.
Yeah, like,
Look, you can't pre-plan a shit talk.
no, you can't.
Okay, it just comes
pops.
to
It
you,
just
yeah.
pops off.
It don't
Because you can't help
It doesn't
it.
come out the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're like, bang! You're like, welcome to the league, bitch. And he's like, I've been in the league for 4 years.
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
think
whatever.
I think you
know.
kind of like, but you do go off of like what other players say in the media, you know, and you play.
Oh, so that builds some fuel.
Yeah, Bill Belichick's really good about like putting that.
Oh, so he'll be like, look what Chad
look-
Ochocinco
yeah.
said in the news, and that's who you're playing next week.
Oh, and
Got
he'll get
it.
you revved up with that. Like,
Yeah,
look
yeah.
what he
Target
said about
on the back,
you guys.
Yeah,
Like
get
a
a little
true, like,
get a little
general,
anger,
like-
yeah, motivation. He's a good motivator.
Oh, he's
yeah.
a great motivator. Yeah.
That would you say
You
that's
gotta
pro-
be. For that organization, you gotta be.
Well, I mean, it speaks wonders. Look at
Yeah.
them. I mean,
Look
I
at them.
can't tell you, Dave, how I think they've won 17 of the last. I think you guys have won 17 of the last 19 AFC East championships.
Yeah, you probably know it better than me, but
That is, I mean, that's astronomical.
I know.
You can't.
I know prior to 2001 we didn't win a lot though. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Bill Belichick, when he came, I think his first season there was like 4-12 or 3-13, something
was
like that.
pretty bad.
And then all of a sudden it was like bang.
Yeah.
And it's, I
He needs
mean,
to write a book.
who?
I'm sure he will.
Bill
What
Belichick?
is he? Is there anything like he follows like a code or anything like that, or is there any book that he makes the players read?
No, man. I mean, contrary to belief, you know, he's really chill guy. He lets you go on about your life.
Yeah.
But once you
Just show up to
once
work.
you get into the building and it's time to work. Yeah.
I saw a thing that he really he follows the art of war a lot.
yeah. Strategic.
Yeah, strategic.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure
and
a lot of people
It's
do
all
that,
about
though.
preparation,
Yeah.
and the battle is won before the fight.
Right.
Yeah.
And setting the conditions.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, just the,
And it shows in his play and his coaching style. I mean, it's
And his players, it sounds like.
and his players. I mean,
he leads by an example, which
does.
is important.
I would love to see that.
It's like you don't see me out there running my mouth in interviews.
No, they don't. None of them do.
I'm keeping it close to the check. You guys should do the same.
Well, the AB thing was the biggest thing to come out since Hernandez.
But like he didn't even really play.
Who?
AB didn't he just get
He played like one game.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
They did pick him up amidst controversy.
Yeah.
And that's another thing you can touch on too is the Patriots. They give people second chances.
Oh, absolutely.
Josh Gordon's on that team.
Yeah.
Josh Gordon's been out of the league for 3 years because of drug and alcohol abuse.
Yeah.
And he's back there.
Randy Moss,
another one.
Yeah.
And Randy Moss now is the NFL record.
Ocho Cinco.
Do players not get nervous about doing drugs and all that type of stuff? Like, or do they think that they're untouchable? Like, doing like cocaine
what
and
is
stuff
the
like
drug
that.
policy in the NFL? Do you guys get drug tested often?
Of course.
Is
That's
it
what I'm
random?
saying. I
Is it
would be
random? Do you
scared.
know beforehand?
No, you don't know.
And they just come in
It's random.
and they're like, "Yo, Eugene, piss in the cup, bro."
Yeah. Somebody's there with you.
Okay, you better not been candy flipping on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? No
No,
ecstasy.
I think I want to say marijuana. I don't know if marijuana is legal or not now, but I think
do they
that's-
test for it?
I'm not sure.
I don't think
I'm not sure.
marijuana.
I think the
it should be
NBA,
legal. It
the
should be
NBA.
fine. I mean, that's
everybody
not what I'm talking
blazes
about.
in the NBA,
Yeah.
dude.
But
They're
you gotta remember, man. Like, so I say things are things of habit. So, like, if you were eating McDonald's before you came in the league, you're gonna probably eat McDonald's once you leave. So if you were smoking weed before you came to the league, then I'm probably sure you're gonna smoke weed while you're in the league.
Amen.
So, like, it's not something that you can just, I guess, go.
Can you
cold
be
turkey
kicked out for that? For if they drug test you and they see that you have THC in your system, or you'd be fined, or you'd be suspended? Honestly,
I'm not even sure. I've never tested.
I'd have to look. I'd have to look that up. I don't know if they test for marijuana in the NFL.
I'm not sure.
But
I know
he doesn't do drugs, so
no. And I also know that performance enhancing drugs they test for stuff like that.
right.
So yeah.
What do you do these days? Well, first off, why did you get out of the?
That's a big question. Why I saw your career.
You played 7 years.
What did you have an injury?
8. Okay.
Yeah, 8 years. Well, you can say 7 because that 1 year didn't count, but 8 years. Yeah. Yeah. What was the question?
What ended your career?
You get old, man.
You were
get
just
old.
like, I'm done.
It's a young man's sport.
Yeah, it is.
And then at a certain point, man, I figured out.
You were what, 30?
Yeah, about 29, 30.
Okay.
I actually retired at 31.
Okay.
Were you like second guessing it? Were you regretting it?
At that time I was done.
You were ready.
You
were
knew.
like,
Yeah, I was done.
Were you hurting, or were?
Because you see,
I was hurting my third year in the league, man. So like from that point to the time I ended was
and you see that, dude.
Yeah, I was spending at a certain point. I was spending $100,000 a year just to get my body right.
Whoa.
Yeah,
And your team doesn't cover that. That comes out of your
Absolutely.
out of your bottom line.
Absolutely. Yep.
What did you do in the off season? A lot. Like, what did you do? You partied a lot?
Yeah.
Ha!
Yeah.
Did you
Taking
go to
trips, Australia,
Oh, nice.
Mexico, things like that.
So, Eugene Wilson wins the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Where'd you go? 2003, rookie year. Are you kidding me?
I actually stayed at the team hotel.
Okay. And then what? Did you guys go back to New England?
Yeah, we went.
And then where did you go? Did you go party?
We went.
No,
We had a party.
the season's over now.
Yeah.
Where did you go to Australia then?
No. I stayed that rookie year. I stayed.
So you just partied
stayed in
it
the
up.
States. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Did you have like a pretty serious workout regimen at a certain time of the year?
No? I did everything the same that I did in college. So
you just kept
followed the same routine as the rest of the team.
Was your diet a big part?
Yeah, it was pretty big.
You had
I don't have a diet now.
Yeah. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
So you knew it was done. You were like, hey, I feel old. I'm putting money in to maintain myself. You retire.
Yeah.
What did you get into afterwards? What's life been like after?
Man, that first year I retired, I didn't even know what to do with myself. It was more of I didn't watch football for 3 years.
Whoa.
Wait, whoa.
Because
why?
you felt some sort of way.
But you didn't get wronged. Like
No. But
so why did you not watch football for 3 years?
It was just I felt like I did it for so long in my life. Why would I want to do it?
Yo.
So yeah,
I've never even.
That might be a common thing. We haven't talked to a lot of pro ballers,
Ryan
so.
Leaf. Dude.
Yeah.
God,
I know
that
Ryan,
poor
yeah.
bastard.
I don't feel sorry for Ryan.
Oh, you don't?
No, he made so much money.
Yeah, he was part of that crew of the quarterback signings.
Him and Ryan Leaf and
Bradford. Sam Bradford is another one that dude.
Trying to remember the guy that got signed by Cincinnati.
Oh, Achilles
San Diego.
Smith.
Achilles Smith.
Yeah.
The biggest bust in the league.
Oh my god.
He got paid. He got
If
I would have got that, I would still be playing
Yeah.
for sure.
And then Aaron Brooks, and
Yeah,
there was just so many of those guys.
Tampa
dude.
Bay guy.
So you didn't know what to do for the first year. You didn't watch football for 3 years. You were
Yep.
just like, what? So then what happened?
Nothing, man. So I went back home for a little bit. Made
To Indiana?
Made sure my parents and stuff was taken care of.
Nice.
I went through some stuff with my dad, so I'm sure everybody knows about that. So
I have
actually
no
don't know
idea.
about that. Would you be willing to talk about that?
yeah, it's fine now. So my dad, I gave him some money. He did kind of like a Ponzi scheme type of thing.
Oh shit!
Did he get arrested?
Yeah. So I lost some money on that, but the biggest thing
Did
was,
you know it was a Ponzi? Did he just ask to borrow money, or did you invest
I
in
was
what he was talking about?
I was never aware of anything, man. It's crazy. When what you do and let people handle your money at certain points.
Yeah.
So I was unaware of it, but it's your parents at the end of the day. So
it's kin.
Yeah.
Did he have
Unfortunately,
to go to prison?
yeah. He just got out
Wow.
a few years ago.
Really?
Yep.
How's he doing?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Moving
your
on.
dad.
Moving on.
Still you did.
So your dad. So then you moved back to Indiana. Did you?
I never moved back.
Okay,
He just visited.
You just visited pretty often.
Where was your home base?
I still have my house in La Jolla, San Diego.
Oh hell yeah!
Shut up. I was just in San Diego.
yeah.
La Jolla's gorgeous, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Hell
And you
yeah.
also live here, outside
I
DC.
do.
Okay, cool.
I do.
So you're bi-coastal. Way to do it.
So what do you do
Smart
to
move.
kill time nowadays? Do you work?
I go drink.
Yeah. Hey man, you've been in the league. Live it up.
Do you have any
dude.
business endeavors that you do? Or you invest?
I
or?
have a business out here. Then I'm doing a business in Dubai in December. Open up a business.
Oh
in
wow, in Dubai.
Yep.
What's in Dubai? What are you going to do in
Dubai.
Dubai?
Same business I have out here.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep.
hell yeah. That's
Yeah, should be interesting.
Dubai. Look at Eugene over here, man, making big moves. I like that. Are we going to Dubai, Dave? We're going to Dubai.
We're going to his spot
You
if we
guys
go.
have to come out there,
Dude,
man.
I'm dead serious.
Our
Dubai.
buddy's in Dubai right now.
Dubai.
Yeah.
Dubai is crazy.
Monarchs
You
out.
guys,
That's what I hear.
you guys ever been to Dubai?
No.
No, man.
No,
I've heard
that's
it's
crazy.
interesting.
How
Can
is
you
it?
even drink there? Or
Yeah,
should
you
be-
could drink.
Okay.
But is it like underground
you could
shit?
drink. So Dubai is a little weird. So the first time I went to Dubai, went out to the club.
Their clubs are apparently
Oh,
sick.
good.
I mean, come on, dude, it
they're
has to be.
absolutely-
So when you pull up
Awesome.
to the club,
Uh-oh.
the women I heard are so
Yeah.
beautiful.
yeah,
He's like,
Look at him smiling, dude.
when you go to the club, the way that you can tell who's the richest person in the club is they pay for their plates. So like if the lower the number, the more money that they pay for their license plate. So like, and I don't mean.
Are you
like,
talking about the design of the plate?
No.
Like,
no.
Hold
Just
on.
for the number. Just for the number. So like, if you see a number one plate, then that means like the Prince of Dubai is in it.
What?
Or like the
So
number two.
they're like
or
actual
three.
numbers on their license plate.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
so-
how you can tell.
Yeah, that's how you could tell.
So if you see
the
like
club.
4, you're
the
like, whoa,
Prince of-
dude.
It's kind of like
Yeah, and it's not like
Okay.
it's not.
Are they riding in like Bugattis and shit?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's not like $400 a plate. It's like 400 million. You know, like
Ooh. So
it's crazy.
that's hold on.
Yeah, but
Hold up. So they pay millions of dollars for a license plate?
oh, absolutely. But they're
are they gold encrusted with the
no,
diamonds
man. No, they just pay for the place. But they're
to get number one? It's like
Yeah.
that's gonna cost you
Hold up.
$500 million.
yeah, it's
You
crazy.
want a number 1 on your license plate, dude?
Yeah.
We're in the wrong business, brother.
Dude, seriously?
we need to be
What?
making license
But,
plate for the Dubai.
But
elite.
the thing about it is that
The Dubai elite.
like if you're born over there, and they don't let Americans like if you're pregnant over there, they will fly you back before you.
Ooh.
But like if you're a citizen over there, you're part of the royal family. You get $1 million when you're born. So that's why everybody over there has money. But literally, you walk into the club, man, and everything is like stupid high. Like you're looking at, you
Expensive.
think bottles here are crazy. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
try to get a bottle there, you're like, but they're
It's like a car.
it's like my bank
yeah,
account.
but they're
It's like a car.
They're
or your bank account.
they're rental cars, man. So like Bugattis, Ferraris, Lamborghinis.
Shut up.
There's like the
Do they
Ford
have
Focuses
Toyota
here.
Corollas?
No.
Bugattis are the Ford
police
Focus here.
the police drives
Hey,
Bugattis.
you want
over there.
you want a Camry? Okay, that's a Ferrari.
Yeah.
All right.
The police drive Ferraris and Bugattis over there.
Yeah. Because
But you'll see like a luxury car just sitting on the side of the road.
at all times.
Like abandoned.
Just abandoned because
Abandoned?
because they run out of gas or something like that. Like,
Oh,
it's crazy.
Jesus.
I have more at the mansion.
That's not even first world. That's like
Yeah, that's
more than first world.
yeah, that's crazy. It's for sure like.
Hey,
so
where's your
beautiful.
car?
So
Oh,
beautiful.
Sounds like a good idea.
I
to
ran
start a
my
business out
Bugatti
of.
ran out of
absolutely.
gas.
Sweet.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a beautiful place.
Are you gonna go over there and oversee stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
This
over
coming
for like a
December?
year. I'm gonna go over for, like, a
Damn,
year.
you're gonna go over for a year.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Are you gonna buy a place there? Or are you just gonna rent?
Not a chance I'm gonna buy a place.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy a place over there. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Anything else you want to ask Mr. Eugene here before we go?
No, man. I think we covered a lot of that stuff.
I would
very
like to say
knowledgeable.
I would like to just ask or for you to say, like, if you were to end on this note, do you regret anything through the NFL? Is there anything you want to say about being in the NFL or to fans?
Anything you would change?
Anything you would change?
No, man. I mean,
Do you love the sport still?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
You still watch it heavily?
I mean, it's a sport that made me live the life I can live.
Right.
So, yeah. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate the sport.
Would you change anything?
About what I did?
No, about what you did as a NFL player, or
No. I mean, I made the mistakes I made, and it made me better as a person. You know, so I can't say I'll change it. Maybe change my.
And he's got
life, but
2 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah. Change the women I married. That's about it. Yeah.
Oh wait, real quick before that, are you married?
I was.
You were
I'm divorced now.
You have kids?
Yep.
How many?
3.
3 kids. Excellent. All right. With that, send us off, Dave.
Well, guys, boys and girls, today has been an absolute dynamite time. Eugene, thanks for joining us here at
once again,
Foxburger, man.
Eugene.
You
Really appreciate
absolute
you.
stud. I love the character and the humility you bring. And
Yeah.
you bring great honor to the NFL.
You really do, dude. And you, like I said, I've watched you play, and just sitting down and talking with you, your insight to a lot of that stuff was very helpful. It was
Absolutely.
it was very good. I learned a lot today. I did.
And people will enjoy this. But yeah, guys, it's been a dynamite time. But all good things must come to an end, and our show is no different. Skidgy.
Stay frosty, everybody. Stay sharp, and most importantly, let's stay intangible.
This show was written and produced by David McFarland and Tyler Skidge. Special thanks to our editor, Charlie Ross. If you want to stay in the loop and not miss out on when the next adventure is happening, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Intangible Adventures, and subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you have an extra moment, please rate us and review us. We would love to hear your feedback about what you think about our show. You can also email us directly at secretrecipe@intangibleadventures.com. As always, thank you for joining us on our latest Intangible Adventures, and we'll see you guys next time.